Yeah, good evening to DeFiChain News on the 20th of July 2021, the news show that provides you with the latest topics and updates on the DeFiChain project. My name is Lord Mark and I'm happy to be your host today again. If you're watching today and you like what you see and you get some knowledge and gain a lot of new information out of our little show here, then we would be super happy if you leave us a like. Also subscribe to the channel, because we checked that about 45% of the viewers out there are not subscribed to our channel yet, and we really want to make sure that you're not gonna miss one of the new shows. So let's jump right in, but I'm not here alone tonight, like most of you know. We do this always together, so welcome DC.
Hello.
Happy to have you tonight again. How are you doing, my friend?
Fine, thanks. News show, always a nice thing on the Wednesday evening, German time.
Always highlight of the week, hopefully.
Yeah. So it's the middle of the week and the best part.
Wow, that's amazing. That's good, right? Half of the week, so weekend. Let's get ready for the weekend, so to say. Guys,
Right.
It's a week again, and we've got a couple of updates. Even there's not so much at the moment. It's a little bit quiet out there, right, Daniel?
Right. Yeah. Market is quiet. Yesterday there was some turbulences on the price side.
Scary.
Scary. Going to zero. Now it's over.
Oh my God, retirement. Yeah, no, we don't want to make a joke about it. I think we know some people take that very serious, and we know some people bought high, right? So we don't want to make fun about anyone out there. We just want to take it a little bit on the funny side, because we are very positive and we think things are gonna be all right. Time is on our side. Things are gonna be fine, right? So yeah,
it's also summertime. People enjoy the weather, go out.
Super important point, Daniel. I mean, we've seen this every year. I mean, summertime is normally really not the time when things gonna explode, right? People want their money, they wanna go on vacation. Even with this whole COVID disaster out there, it's a little bit more difficult this year. But yeah, people have other things to do. They enjoy the weather. They're not sitting in front of their screens. Grayscale is selling a little bit Bitcoin. So a couple of things happening out there. So yeah.
And on the development side, vacation time, developers are not available. So the progress is maybe not in a speed like on other months.
Really? They're allowed to go on vacation?
We should talk to you.
We have to talk with you in about. No, but yeah, it is more quiet. So we always say it's good to build. It's good to build in the quiet times. I think it's good. But yeah, we've been talking so much about updates, right? So, and I think we've been talking about the big updates for quite a while already. There's just not so much new stuff happening. But let's talk a little bit about the Uenos update. The Uenos Paya update is like an intermediary upgrade. What happened there, Daniel? Because there have been a couple of tests ongoing. Maybe you give us a little bit of an update. That would be awesome.
So the biggest change of Uenos Paya is the freezer on the blockchain for the masternodes. So we as a community voted for this change, that you can lock up the coins for 5 or for 10 years as a masternode, and you will get more rewards. This first version was launched on the testnet. Andy and Bernd tested it with a couple of masternodes, I think 20 of each different kind, and compared the reward amount of each class. So a normal masternode versus the 5-year freezer versus the 10-year freezer, and then they saw it doesn't match to the things we voted for. So there's not a factor 1.5 or 2. It was less. And then the developer makes some analysis. It's not so easy to find out what is happening. And there is a problem in the software. They need an update to make it in the right way.
Okay. That's a good thing. That's a good thing that you guys figured that out, because I think if you lock up your coins for 5 or 10 years, it's really, really helpful if the system works how it's supposed to be. So that means back to square one. So the developers are going to work on a newer version. So I spoke to Yusin about this today, right? And he try to explain this. That is actually quite a complicated topic because you cannot just tell you cannot tell that blockchain give this person now twice the amount of rewards, right? It needs a workaround. He called it about the coinage rate, the varying coinage rate, or I think you mentioned it today.
Target multiplier.
You called it the target multiplier, exactly. So it's kind of a how can I say, I don't want to call it a workaround. A workaround sounds like it's a fix, right? But it has to be done in a certain way to achieve that somebody gets twice the rewards at the end, right?
So what they did, I have read, is Monte Carlo simulation. So you cannot do it in an analytical way. You have to simulate a lot of block findings, and then you compare the results.
Okay.
And that was the way they did, and found out, okay, we have to adapt it. I think the node update is not released yet. So next step is releasing and implementing it on the testnet. And then we will have a look again if everything works like specified, and hopefully, fingers crossed.
Let's see if Bernd can break the system again. Hopefully not. then it's gonna go live sooner or later. So that means about a 1 week to 2 weeks delay. I think it's good that we that these things are delayed, right? I mean, it's not good that things are delayed, but it's good that we find the things and it's gonna be fixed, right? So I think they wanna avoid to put something live. I think that would be not really a cool thing to do. So yeah. Absolutely. So give the developers a bit time, then it's going to be tested and it's going to be rolled out. But if I understood that right, Daniel, the Fort Canning update, what is actually the main update, is not really affected by that pushback that we are having on the intermediary update now, right?
Yeah, right. So this is like planned. I think September was the month Yusin mentioned in the tech talk. So this will be the range.
I mean, with these dates, right, guys, it's always a bit of a stretch, right? In some way, I think somebody said something very good in the German chat just before. I said, on software development, don't mention dates, right? So we are well aware. So we don't want to give you a date and then a week later it's going to change. But there are a lot of people out there that are waiting for it. They want to know where's the journey going. So I think the dates that we communicate, it's always in our best interest to give you a precise time. And Yusin is always trying really to give us an idea where we're going to end up with. Even we are all aware that sometimes things just get shifted. So please don't be mad at us or at the developers. I think they want to launch it tomorrow, but they want to launch it perfect, right? So I think perfection over time. So it can take a little bit longer. I think that's the idea. But it's still cool, Daniel, to know a date, right? I mean, something to look forward to.
It's like Christmas, so we are waiting for it. Present is coming, 5-year freezer, 10-year freezer.
Absolutely. And people want to know where the journey is going, right? So, but then if you defer a little bit from the target date. So let it be. The world's not going to end, right? Things are a little bit, moving around. Cool. Hey, anything else to the regarding the upcoming forks? How is it with the Light wallet? Looks pretty good, right? So I think we are more or less
also
on
the way. Yeah.
All on the way. Jellyfish on the way. Everything fine. Cool. Good. Let's shift gears. Let's jump to our one of our favorite topics: community fund proposals and DeFiChain improvement proposals. The voting started, Daniel.
On Monday.
And we don't want to say too much because we can't say too much. It's not voted yet, but you did a little bit of check. And what's the actual situation? There are actually people really voting already, right?
Right. Everyone can have a look on GitHub and check the entries of the master nodes. So they have to put a signature there with the result, yes, no, or neutral. And what we see is the two DFIPs are all with
they're in green, they're positive, right?
Positive 100%. What I have seen with yes, There are around 40 masternodes voted, so very less than the end result of the last voting, where we have more than 200 votes. So we are just at the beginning state. So some masternodes are out there, not voted yet. And also the cake users with 20,000 DFI in the freezer or more, they will get an email with the signature to vote. If you have no email yet, please be patient.
The email's still in the freezer. They have to defrost the emails, so that takes a while.
Fabio is on the way, getting out them everywhere. Now, there are a lot of users which are allowed to vote, who have the amount of DFI, and hopefully to midnight every email is sent. Latest tomorrow morning.
Cool.
So
thanks.
You have time till I think Monday.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So don't panic.
Vote. I think the more people vote, the better it is, right? We want to get a nice representation of all the users out there, especially the ones who own 20,000 DFI or more. Really, guys, if you get your key, send in an email, or you hold a masternode. Really, I mean, act on it, right? I mean, it's a community project. I mean, we are all part of it, and you have a lot of skin in the game if you have 20,000 DFI. Really vote. I think it's amazing. I would love to see that we reach like 80-90%. I know that's maybe a little bit
no chance.
No chance. Yeah, it's not gonna go that way. But yeah, it would be amazing, right? To see a real representation of how's the feeling, how's the sentiment out there. So really vote for it. And the no is also okay, right? I mean, don't be shy about it. I mean, vote how you feel about it. That's very important.
Maybe a goal, we should significantly more votes than the last round.
Absolutely. Every time a little bit more, that's a victory already. I agree.
Yeah.
Let's see that. Cool. Fantastic. So much about updates. Maybe one update. One thing. Go ahead, Daniel.
No, it's your turn.
Okay, so Santiago, who runs DeFiChain Explained channel, was so nice to sum up the DeFiChain Tech Talk that we've done, like that's now about 2 weeks ago with Yusin.
Yes.
And it was in English, right? And we got a little bit, we had a lot of requests from the German community if there couldn't be a translation. And it was very intense. There was a lot of new things that we actually spoke about, especially that Yusin spoke about, and Fuxing about the jellyfish situation. So Santiago produced a 1-hour video with timestamps and everything for the German guys out there. It's on his channel, and it's really a great recap of the whole talk. So if you're German speaking only, or you just want to have a recap also for the English speaking guys out there who speak German, would be helpful. Otherwise, it's not that helpful. Really have a look. It's a great video. Thanks a lot, Santiago. Awesome job. It's on his channel. You're going to find it there. DeFiChain Explained on YouTube.
Really great.
Cool. So much about updates. Let's shift gears. Normally not your favorite topic. You always say, no, Mark, we are not talking about price, but today we want to talk about DFI price a little bit.
Yeah.
Give us a little bit the background. Why do you want to talk about price today? I think there are a couple of things that are coming together, right?
Right. So, first, what we see, the market is going down or went down yesterday. Bitcoin under 30K dollars. DFI is also decreasing with Bitcoin and a little bit more. Some panic in the market. People don't know where the ways go. This is the one part. The other part is I made a survey on Twitter, asked for the decentralized loan, is there an effect on the price? And if so, which one? With some options. The option is price is going down with the loans, price remains where it is, or price goes up. And the really interesting thing was, for me personal, that half of the persons think that the price is not moving upwards with the loan, so it remain or it's going down with the loans, which from my perspective it's not the understanding of the use case. And this was the starting point. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the price, not in values. So we are not talking about DFI of $5, something like that.
And I thought you're gonna look in the big crystal ball today, and you're gonna tell me where
no crystal ball.
No crystal ball. Okay.
We should talk a little bit about supply and demand. So if we have more supply in the market, the users are selling, the price is going down. If the users need DFI or a coin, the demand is higher, then the price is going up. And I want to have a look in this way on the situation.
Let's do that. Sounds good. Absolutely.
So, should we now start with the supply first? This is
you lead this time. I messed up your story the last time. Okay. Yeah. How do you want to start?
In the German call, we switched the order, and we should talk about from the price perspective, the negative part. So if there's more supply, then the price is going down. Where's supply coming from? Sure, users are selling DFI.
No way. They do this sometimes. Who out there is selling DFI if I find you?
We are tracking all users. No, just a joke.
Hopefully you've got this, and you've got this dashboard. You know everything now.
No, it's normal. People are getting rewards, want to pay out coins, need some cash, want to reduce overexposure. There are a lot of reasons.
They have to pay taxes.
It's okay. Taxes, the German thing.
Thing happens, yeah.
Yeah. So users can sell. And what are they selling? I mentioned it, the rewards. Yeah. So we have a high inflation at the moment on DeFiChain. We are at the beginning of the blockchain. It's like big Bitcoin at the beginning, 50 Bitcoins per block. Nice time.
How much have you got now?
Not enough. No, long time before I heard about Bitcoin. And that's at the moment DeFiChain. We have a high inflation, a high block reward. Okay, it is reducing every 11 days, a small part, so 1.6%.
So the block rewards are decreasing, right? Yeah.
Decreasing, inflation reduction. We will have more block rewards if the DFIP is voted with yes. So we have at the moment a DFIP which allocates unused block rewards for liquidity mining of decentralized loans and assets. And this will increase the inflation again. So there will be more supply in future if the DFIP is voted with yes. And this can push the price down. So on a long-term perspective, for me personally, everything is fine. Block rewards will go down with the scheme we voted for. And also on the decentralized loan part, user mentioned it, you have to pay a fee for the loan. And this fee is swapped to DFI, and the DFI are burned. So these DFI will be removed from the market forever. So on a very long-term perspective, the DFI amount on the circulating supply will decrease.
Absolutely. And with the loan, a lot of DFI is going to be locked up.
So this was the supply part. Supply means we have coins to be sold, available. Now we come on the demand side.
Come on, let's talk about the good things here.
The good things.
People are getting scared already.
we will end with the good things. No. First of all, new users can buy DFI. They can make demand on the exchanges. But to be honest, at the moment, it's the wrong time. So people are not very interested on the crypto market, are not investing. It is not the right time.
Yeah, it's a very quiet time, right? So people are enjoying the summer time all around the globe, right? That they try to travel where they can travel, even in this tricky COVID situation, right? Normally summer is not really crypto time, so we can't expect that 1 billion people are gonna join DeFiChain and gonna buy DFI like crazy, right? So everything else is correcting, we are also correct. So that's quiet anyway, absolutely, Daniel. Yeah.
Right. The other thing is the new use case now, the decentralized loan.
Yeah.
Yusin mentioned it in the tech talk. And this decentralized loan, which is needed to create a decentralized asset like Tesla stock. So you have to put in a collateral, and for the collateral, you will get out an asset and token, which is which uses a price read from outside and is a build of the asset. So it's not a real stock. It's just
it's a
picture of
representation
it.
of the stock.
Yeah.
It's a ticker kind of Mm-hmm.
Synthetics, however you call it.
Exactly.
So from this collateral, so the minimum was 150%. Written in the pink paper. So for $1 of a stock, you have to put in $1.50 as a collateral. And part of this collateral must be in DeFi. Yusin mentioned it not in the tech talk, but I asked him. And the current plan is that half of the collateral must be in DeFi. So for every $1 as an asset created on DeFiChain, we need 75 cents as DFI. And with this use case, we will create a demand. So for every stock, gold token, whatever you want to build, you need DFI. And these DFI are put in this collateral bag. They are not on the market. They cannot be sold. They are removed and will create a demand.
As long as this asset exists on DeFiChain, as long the collateral is tied up on the chain, right? Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. And the more people gonna adapt to this system, and the more customer coming in, or the more people wanna have a loan or create an asset, the more DFI are gonna get locked up, right? And this is gonna hopefully create a certain high demand and a squeeze, because there are not endless DFI flying around at the moment. A ton is locked up in, I mean, how many million are in liquidity mining and staking at the moment, Daniel?
Liquidity mining are 60 million DFI, staking 200.
Yeah.
Round about 200 DFI, million DFI.
Imagine, and there's only a small amount literally liquid out there, like being traded, right? There's not much. So now all these new use cases are coming. Of course, they are binding DFI, they are binding liquidity, what normally, now we are going back to the beginning, where supply and demand normally should drive up the price, right? And people will come in, right? They're gonna say, "Hey, I want a loan, right? Hey, I wanna play around with assets," and then there's no way around DFI, right? And that's good, because it's called DeFiChain, right? So
and this is the use case of the token, and that's why I personally think the price could go up with the use case. And the example of the liquidity mining is interesting. You can compare it now to the new liquidity mining. So if the DFIP is voted with yes, nearly the same block rewards are used for the liquidity miners of these decentralized assets. Yeah, so if you want to invest in a liquidity mining pool at the beginning with hundreds of APY, you have to create this decentralized loan or assets, and you are binding DFI. So if we have the same DFI amount in the new liquidity mining pool, we need 60 million DFI. So,
and I don't see them out there at the moment
at the current price. So who fixed this problem? We said the collateral is needed for the decentralized asset as a dollar value. If the price goes up, we need less DFI. And that's the design of these decentralized loans. On a long-term perspective, if you have a lot of tokens on DeFiChain, a lot of users holding these tokens, the price must go up. There are not enough DFI to create all these assets.
And I think now we're there where we should be, right? So this is not a Nintendo game out there. This is not Tetris or something like this. So there's a real use case. Well, it's not like, okay, I get a little bit DFI, it's nice, I collect them, I put them in staking, so this is real decentralized finance, right? Now we are there. where you can play decentralized and invest in the market. Now you can actually take a loan out instead of selling your crypto. You get a loan, and now we have these real financial instruments there. That's where we want to be, right? I think stake and liquidity mining were like the first steps that are needed for more, but now we are there where we want to be, or soon we're going to be there. And now the whole blockchain has a real, I mean, these are real life use cases, right? This is not like, I don't know, like, sorry for all the Shiba Inu holders out there, a meme coin that people collect and just hope that this thing's gonna appreciate because people gonna gamble with it. It's like there's a real use case, and that's blockchain should have a real use case, right? Otherwise, why do you need a blockchain, right? So,
and that's the way they designed DeFiChain. So every upcoming use case will create a demand on DeFi. That's the idea. And hopefully this small talk explanation about supply and demand help to come through this turbulent time currently in the market, because
stay positive out there, right? We haven't even really started yet, so and prices go up, prices go down, and we understand that people are sometimes a little bit depressed about prices. We fully understand that. I think that's very normal. We all like green candles and we like prices going up. I mean, it's fantastic, right? Makes us feel good. We fully understand that, but I think people really have to understand a crypto project like DeFiChain has a real use case, and that's not just a silly meme coin, right? And guys, if you like Shiba Inu, buy Shiba Inu, right? So it's your risk, it's your money, do whatever you want to do. But here there's some serious real use cases, and they're gonna help the project to appreciate in price over time. And I think that's the message that we want to give you, that is not only looking at the price, but thinking what's behind it and what could drive the value and help us with the price appreciation. And that was, I think it was very good input, Daniel. Well done, my friend. That was the idea. Well done. So next time we're not going to talk about price anymore. But I think
that was for this year.
This was it for this year, my friends.
Next summer we will be here again.
Next summer. Hopefully next summer. Good, guys. Let's have a quick look.
I saw no.
We need more miners. Well, let me see. What did John say here? John had a lot of comments here. We need a lot of miners that aren't in China. When China fell off the problem for a lot of coins, I made 11K in Shiba. Congratulations, John. I mean, I'm not the jealous guy. It's nice if you made the money in Shiba. I hope you sold and invested in something more substantial. But who knows? I mean, with a lot of coins, you can get lucky out there. Well done. Good job.
Yeah.
It's a gamble. Gamble has to be rewarded. Guys, thanks for tuning in today. We're going to see you next week in the English DeFiChain news update. After the voting, we're going to do a show with all the winners, and we're going to talk a little bit more what's the project about and what are the next steps. And otherwise, have a great day. Have a great week.
Enjoy the summer.
Don't look too much on the charts.
Right.
And we're looking forward to see you next week. If you liked what you saw today. And see you soon. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks a lot.